I mean, the previous homeowners didn't say anything about it?
The previous homeowners did disclose that there was water, or anyway, this is what I understand. My nephew knew that there was water between
Okay.
the liner and the outside of it. I don't know what they call the outside. What is it, a frame? They put a frame up around it?
Oh, it's like a shell, kind of.
Like a shell, uh-huh.
That's what we would call it.
It's not a fiber shell or anything, it's just...
I don't believe so.
Mm-hmm.
All right, get a net and a pole. Let's dip what we can out of here. See if maybe that'll reveal something across the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, let's. We got to get eyeballs out. We'll just get ready to. What?
Where's the cover?
That I don't know.
It's in the back of that, and
The backside?
it's in the back side of that shed, but I don't think it's a real in-the-ground pool cover. It looks to me right in here,
Get through here?
Yeah, I don't think it's a in-the-ground pool cover, is it? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. It's probably
Yeah, where am I looking?
in that one then.
Net and pole. Let me take a look.
Yeah, check in there.
Okay.
It's a green cover.
There's no animals, right?
No, there's no dogs or anything. Let me get some keys for you.
Lock 2.
Yeah, it might be back in there, probably.
This one's unlocked.
Is it unlocked?
Oh, no.
Okay, let me get the keys for you. Erica, we need some keys for the sheds.
Okay.
I'm running around with this camera on right now. I think I've got enough battery and enough film in there to, okay. You want to do it?
I don't know which one it is.
They could try it if you want.
Which shed? The side one with the line?
We got, where's the liner at? I mean, the cover. Yeah. I think my nephew Seth has a pump, a transfer pump, and I think yesterday he tried transferring or getting some of the water out of inside of here. Now I don't know if he went through there or through what. He probably went through there.
This liner just has no stretch to it left.
No, with that water in it, no, it wouldn't.
Well, you know, I can't get it back in this bead.
Right.
Can't get it back up in there. Now, mind you, it's a very cold day. The water's ice cold.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, on a warm day in the summer, you might be able to have a little more movement there. But today, it definitely is not going back in.
Now, what if he lowered the water level down to maybe a foot?
Unfortunately, it's not going to help. So
It's not going to help?
what's happened here is, you know, you can see this foam. So there's a shell in here.
Oh, I see.
And someone put a liner in here, probably the second liner.
Yeah.
And they put this foam all over the walls.
Okay.
Okay, and then it got water behind it, and now all that foam around this pool is floated up to the top, and what was all stuck to the wall, laid flat, is now a giant ball.
I see.
Wadded
It
up around the
pushed it.
top. It floated up to the top.
Yeah, it pushed
And
everything
all
up.
the way around.
Right.
So it's just this ball back here, and then, you know, I
What's up, Andy?
hey Dan, how you doing?
Pretty good. We got bad problems here? Is it salvageable or no?
You know, it's a tough situation. That's the
Yeah.
thing. It's a tough situation. Valpo has very bad groundwater.
Yeah.
And that you know, might be what you're dealing with here. It's tough to say whether there's a hole in the liner or if it's just groundwater with that. You know, you've got a decent change in elevation between here and that pond. So the bottom of the pool might be at that water level, but not up top here,
Yeah.
where it would be holding water like this. So my primary guess is there's a hole in this pool.
Okay.
What cover is there, Sam? Have you seen a cover?
Yeah.
It's not a safety cover?
No.
Oh, okay. Because there's safety anchors around here.
Right,
Well,
right.
that's the only cover that I saw.
At one time, there probably was one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Well, I prefer this style cover.
If I want to open up a clear pool.
Yeah. If this is the better style cover to have. Is this one. I'm not a fan of the safety covers are good for safety, I guess, but you always open a dirty pool.
Right.
They're kind of a disaster when it comes to that.
Well, those are the porous ones, though. There are solid ones that don't let stuff go through.
They have a panel in the middle usually. Then
Mine has no panel at all.
you keep a cover pump on top of it then
Yes.
to keep the water and stuff off.
Exactly, right.
Is yours an automatic cover or it's
No.
an actual safe?
Yeah.
Really?
Plus, it's got a automatic pump which kicks on every 7 minutes.
Yeah.
To search for water. If there's water, it kicks it out. If there's no water, it cuts off.
There's so few of
Yeah.
the solid ones like that out
Yeah.
there. We see a few of them.
Well, mine was custom made. You know,
Yeah.
I had to have it made to size and everything.
Dan, I'm not sure. Obviously the time of year too. This isn't the time of year
Put new liners in.
to even.
Well, I don't think he needs to do anything right now. I mean, just
Well,
you know.
as far as this liner being salvageable,
Probably not.
I think it might be past that point.
Yeah.
Now here, let me
They said
make
the liner's
this.
like 10 years old too.
Let me make. It has no stretch.
Oh, is
to
it
Right.
10 years old?
It has no stretch
that's
to it
what Seth said.
whatsoever.
Okay, we didn't know.
So, you can swim in this without thinking twice about it.
Oh yeah.
If it's holding water and if it's usable, don't think twice about it. I probably wouldn't actually take this liner job on. I would have you call someone who works here in Valpo, probably like a pool pro.
Okay.
Have you ever dealt with Bruce?
I don't know. I've never done anything with the pools really.
Okay,
at all.
I didn't know how,
So,
I didn't know
yeah.
if you've ever had to do anything like that before. I would probably have you call a pool pro to do this job. Bruce would maybe be the guy. One, just to measure this liner is probably like a 3-hour endeavor, maybe
Yeah.
more. It takes a lot of
It's
time.
not a rectangular pool.
It's not a rectangular pool.
Right.
If you're lucky, you would maybe have the previous diagram of when they ordered it.
And I can probably try to find that out. Well, actually, no, because they weren't the original owners. They probably wouldn't have it either.
Okay, sometimes the paperwork gets left behind, and
Yes,
you know,
unless they left them.
Yeah,
behind,
if you can find the company that did this last, they're going to have this measurement.
Sure.
And have
This
that.
liner was in before the previous owners even bought the house.
Gotcha.
So they probably never had nothing to do
Yeah,
with it.
I can't get that back in. Maybe if the water was 80 degrees and it's 90 degrees outside,
Yeah.
I could get that back in. But as we sit right now, that's not going back
Right.
in.
No, I believe it.
Let me throw something at you. Now, what if you emptied the pool down to about a foot of water?
It's really not going to help any. This right now, the liner's being held like it is because of the water. If you take the water out of this, it
You're gonna have a
will.
bunch of bubbles everywhere.
It'll start. The liner will probably start falling in because you're gonna be taking that weight that's holding the liner in place right now. The best way to describe it is there's a lip inside there that's got a little raised part on it, and the liner has a little raised part on the bottom of it. And they just go in, and the two of them just hook on each
Yeah.
other.
Right,
That's how this is
right.
being held in,
Right.
and it's just by its own weight.
And then the weight of the water's actually
Floating
a little
it.
more. Yeah.
So the water that's in it is holding it in place. If you take the water that's in this out, the water on the outside is going to come in heavier. Before I would even think about touching this, if this was my house, I would assume you're probably going to have some kind of a well point, maybe dug. And someone like this might know what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's going to allow you to have a pump running back away from the pool and drain the.
There is one. I think that's what. Well, there's a well right over there. There's a pump in that right over there.
Really?
Yeah, and that's where. But I think that pump is from all these drains. They go in a little exterior sump pit system on here, and that's where
Okay.
all that water goes into that pump and goes out.
Okay.
But I wonder if you could tap something in here into that.
Something similar.
But
you know,
got to do it. You're going to be
I
tear up
had-
all this pavers to get to it.
I had a guy call me last summer. Me and Sam did a liner for a guy in Valpo. He called me. It was a rectangular pool. He had got an order form online and ordered a liner and wanted to try to do it himself and backed out. So I went there and did it. When I got to his house, first thing I told him was he was holding water. It just had, it was floating
Yeah.
like this. And I told him changing a liner isn't the solution to this. You should
Right.
put that liner in your garage, and you need to he had this well point, and he already had it when they put the pool in. They had built it, and he just didn't have a pump in it. I was like, you need to get a pump down there, get this well point going. He insisted he wanted the liner changed. His wife didn't like the fading and stuff. And then 2 months later, he's calling me. It's floating, and it's like,
Yeah.
I had him sign off. I was like, hey, that's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Before I would do it, I told him, I was like, you can't. I'm not going to be responsible because this liner is going to float again.
Yeah.
For some reason, Valpo, it has just a high water table.
Yeah.
So I've got him kind of dipping. We'll see if I can notice something, because there's always a chance it could be a hole in the liner. But I'm very surprised to see water that high without having a hole in the liner or something
Yeah.
to that effect.
Is there another spigot that's on somewhere?
Oh,
I do not know. There might be a shut off possibly in the basement.
That one's not on? No. Alright, let me turn it on.
I caught 3 of them.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. I'm just glad I was able to catch them. You know what I had done to my pool a while back? Last year, I was losing water in it, about 4 inches a day.
4 inches a day.
So I called, me and one of my nephews went down there with diving belts and everything. We couldn't find the holes at all. Couldn't find any hole throughout the whole pool. So I called a diver out. All right,
Bone Steel,
what?
the county cop,
Yes.
Bone Steel.
I called him out, and he knew what he was looking for. He came in with a wire brush, a little tiny brass wire brush, and on the outside perimeter of one side, he kept telling me, I got a hole here, give me a patch, got a hole. We put about 20 patches. Then I says, okay, stop, we're not getting anywhere. What's the problem? He says, well, I know the problem. You got termites. Termites. I says, that can't be true. Termites? I never heard of it. He says, you got termites, you got to get an exterminator here.
Wow.
So I hired an exterminator. That's another $400 for him to come and spray the whole area.
Did it work?
Well, I had to change a liner on it. Yeah, I had to change a liner. And when the liner was out, he sprayed the whole area. Then when I put the liner back in, I put some plastic down in there, so if they start chewing on it, they chew on the bottom layer of plastic.
I'll open this door right here.
So you suggest about talking to you about getting this water out from behind this liner?
Let's open the other
What
door
kind
for
of
the guy.
contractor?
Well, that's obviously, Dan, I'm showing up here today. I dive in pools. He was talking about Bone Steel.
Yeah.
Me and Bone Steel are the only people in the area that dive in pools and find leaks. That's one of my main things that I do. But this time of year,
Yeah.
there's a couple things. Patches don't stick very well when the water gets this cold. There's a point where the glue just doesn't work. There's a point you can only be in the water so long before you shiver too much.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know if that's the problem. Now, if we had more time, what I would suggest doing would be marking a water level and keeping an eye on it. They've only been living here a week. They haven't had to add any
Yeah.
water.
Mm-hmm.
Have they noticed the water go down?
I don't
They-
think so. We didn't
no.
have much rain or anything either, have we?
No.
I was gone all that.
No rain
yeah,
at all.
that's out in Colorado.
We had a little bit of sprinkle a few nights ago, but not anything to speak of.
Ooh, and there's a spider right here. Definitely.
So yeah, so this liner's gonna be extra expensive because it's gonna have to be custom made, right?
Oh yeah.
Big time.
Oh,
I didn't even think about that because I didn't realize it wasn't rectangular.
You know, it's not that the liner is extra expensive. It just costs more to measure it, and the liner itself, I can't imagine is that much more. It's the same amount of vinyl.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's a little bit more because the pattern's harder or something, but
Yeah.
it's mostly just about measuring this liner. That's what's hard. This is what they call a kidney
Yeah.
kidney pool, kidney bean pool. I would just like to spot a hole for you.
You know, he's not added water at all.
Yeah.
And he's been here a week. If there was any kind of a hole in there,
Well, with how much water's behind it, it's not dissipating. You know, whether that's
Yeah, I mean the water pressure behind the thing is holding more water from going back in behind it if there is a hole.
if the ground is holding the water, then still it's just like a baggie inside of a pool then. I wouldn't be surprised. Right there, somewhere in one of those wrinkles.
Little red gas fire. I'll start moving some of these around. You see the filter, Andy?
No, I haven't even looked yet. What is it? Sand?
Oh, style I've never seen.
I think it's earth, isn't it?
I think it's sand.
He told me it was earth.
I haven't looked yet, so
Yeah.
I don't know. A few spots I wanted to disturb. Jumped out at me. Now I gotta wait for the water to settle.
Yeah.
Is that pump?
Yeah, there's two pumps in here. Like I said, they're hooked up to this. There's exterior sump pits, and these are where these lines come to. But I think you could run some kind of.
How deep does that go?
Oh shit, dude, it's 5-6 foot deep. I can't see it. It's probably,
there
5 foot deep.
Is there water in it right now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, why isn't the water from the pool running into that?
Because there's just two pipes coming, one coming from each one of these pits in the back of the house. There is another line here that looks like it is set up for that though. Cause I don't know where this line's coming from. See, here's the two sump pits. Right there, those pipes are, there's one pit here and there's one pit on the other corner of the house. And then that, I don't know what the hell that is.
That could be for like when you backwash or something. Maybe they've got that aimed right into here. Holy moly. Diatomaceous earth filter.
That's what it is, diatomaceous earth.
This is definitely an oddball filter.
No, you sending me the bill for this, so
Alright,
don't worry about it.
No, I'm just, I mean, it's fairly basic. It's going to be easy enough to backwash. Won't be a problem. I'm just, what are we going to be winterizing with here, though? There's a main drain down there.
I used diatomaceous earth for about 2 years.
Oh, it's the
I
worst,
switched
isn't
over.
it?
I switched over.
Yeah.
It's just,
It's the worst.
yeah, it just,
Oh, man, this is my nightmare here. What is this?
pump.
how are you supposed to? There's no shut off for the main drain. I didn't put anything in here. This isn't a 100% sealing valve. You shouldn't just winterize through that. Some turns. Again, no unions in anything. Just no way to take anything apart. They just glued it together and done. Okay, well, let's start with the basics. Let's clean the filter.
I wonder what these pipes here were for.
See if it's blowing tons of earth out.
Here's your line from there, Andy.
Okay.
This line right here is where your backwash is going, and that's going somewhere else.
Okay, you can hear it.
Probably dumping out to the lake.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's dumping out way down there.
Yeah, there's a pipe out on the lake.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's your line right there that's going out to that. And then this. Yeah, and then that sump pit's tapped into that line, and this one just has its own line going out. And this is just from the hose running a minute ago.
Just dropping into those
Yeah.
tubes. Yeah.
When you turn the hose on over there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I suppose just keep these leaves out of here.
Well, oh wow. That's It's gotta be a way to stir it up.
Yeah.
Crazy. That's a new one to me. I've been a pool guy my whole life. Never seen one like this.
As far as what, the diatomaceous earth? Or
Yeah. I mean, it's fairly simple. It's not like I don't get how it works.
Yeah,
But just never seen this style
I know.
in my whole life.
I had never seen one either.
I'm
I've had a pool my whole life.
I've done lots of different stuff. Never seen one quite like that. You know what?
Directly into the pond, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure that's not code.
Well, actually, it probably is. It's just considered rainwater.
Oh, okay.
It's not like, toilet water or anything like that. It's not wastewater.
Yeah, there's a pipe
Okay.
that sticks out probably a foot and a half into the pond.
Yeah.
So, let's skip this tank at the moment. I can get in either of those places, but it still doesn't help me with the main drain. Hey Justin, go over by the skimmer.
Locked. And they do lock when they lock.
Alright, I'm just gonna go to that one for now. I have no idea what could be happening to make that do that. There's gotta be something stuck in there.
Yeah.
Tell me, is water going through that skimmer?
Yep.
Yeah? Okay. Damn it. Can't catch a break. remove it.
There you go.
Look at it.
Yeah, that's what it was.
A bunch of stuff caught in there. Oh, that's super. How is that working? Not even clamped?
The glow sticks?
Yeah. Standard operating. Full, so that's in the right way now.